children, now let's get into the next topic, the coastal plains. What do you mean by coastal plains? The coastal plain is a stripe of plain land near the sea. Yes, it is a stripe of plain land near the sea. Now, India has a long coastal line. It is about 7,600 kilometers long. And the Deccan Plateau is surrounded by narrow coastal plains on the eastern and the western sides. You can see in this picture the yellow in color, which indicates the western coastal plains, and the brown in color indicates the eastern coastal plains. The plains along the western coast is called western coastal plains, and the plain along the eastern coast is called the eastern coastal plains. So both these plains meet at Kanyakumari, which is the southernmost tip of the Indian mainland. Yes, point to be noted, Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of the Indian mainland. The western coastal plains lays between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, and it extends from Gulf of Kutch or Run of Kutch in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. And the west coast receives a lot of rainfall from the monsoon winds, so it has a wet and humid climate, so which is very suitable for growing crops like spices, coconut, rice and banana. And some important seaports also we can find in the western coastal plains such as Kandal, Panaji, Mangalore, Mumbai, Kochi and other important ports in the western coastal plains. And now let's know about the divisions of the western coastal plains. There are three main divisions of western coastal plains: Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. Yes, these three. Children, you can find in this picture that from Gulf of Kutch to Gulf of Coimbatore, the red point from Gulf of Kutch to Gulf of Coimbatore, that is Gujarat coast. From Gulf of Coimbatore to Goa, that is Konkan coast, that is middle part. And from Goa to till Kanyakumari, that is Malabar coast. Is it clear? There are three divisions of western coastal plains. And Mumbai is an important seaport on the Konkan coast. When Malabar coast is southern part of this plain, it extends from Goa to Kanyakumari, right? So this Malabar coast is famous for saltwater lakes. These saltwater lakes are called lagoons or kayals or backwaters. Okay, so these lagoons are connected to one another by canals. We can find many canals in the Kochi. If you visit to Kochi, the houseboating will be there. So I think most of you might have experienced with that, right? So Kochi is the most important seaport and has a huge shipbuilding yard. Can you see this in the picture? Yes. So this is the shipbuilding yard in Kochi. Now let's get into the topic of the eastern coastal plain. The eastern coastal plain lays between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. And rainfall is very little here, but many rivers are flowing. What are those rivers? Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So these rivers flow from deltas along the eastern coast, which makes the area completely very fertile. Yes, can you see these four rivers are flowing towards the eastern coast, but only the two rivers flow and join to the Arabian Sea, that is river Narmada and Tapi. Yes. Now, so as these four rivers are flowing towards eastern coastal plains, the area is very fertile, so it is suitable for growing crops. Rice is the main crop of this region, therefore it is also called the rice bowl of India. Yes, point to be noted, the eastern coastal plain is also known as the rice bowl of India. And some other crops also we can find here, like sugarcane, cotton and tobacco. Yes, got it children? Now let's see the division of the eastern coastal plain. So this eastern coastal plain is divided into two parts, the northern Circus and the Coromandel coast, whereas the western coastal plain is divided into three parts, right? What is that? Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast, right? So same like that, here eastern coastal plains only the two divisions, northern Circus and the Coromandel coast. Okay, but in the northern Circle we can find Vishakhapatnam. It is an important port. And in the Coromandel coast, Chennai. So Chennai is one of the largest ports of India, right? So this Chennai is situated in the Coromandel coast. Yes, got it children? I hope you understood this session. Thank you.